Matthew and me is here in the studio, and his manager, Kelly, and keeping an eye on, make sure that we do our job perfectly.
Yes.
Matthew, great to see you. It's been, about a year maybe?
It has. Good to see you too.
And glad you found parking and found electricity, and whatever you'd like to play, we'd love to hear.
Fantastic. I'd like to think I could find a space, take you somewhere far away, somewhere the wind can lift your face and make you feel like flying. I think I see it in your eyes, what you've been feeling deep inside. Your heart just wants to be set free and just start flying. Cause you know we've been dealing with some things we cannot change, and I just want to make sure that you know, cause you gotta know, quick as it comes, it goes. Quick as it comes, it goes. It goes. Quick as it comes, it goes. Quick as it comes, it goes. It goes, it goes. Yeah, here it goes. Try and try at the end of the day. If you still feel lost, that's okay. I'll be there for you when you need me to be. I will. Cause there ain't no sense in slowing down, whether or not you want someone around you. I ain't got no plans to go nowhere. Let's get you back up there flying, hey. Cause you know we've been dealing with some things we cannot change, and I just want to make sure that you know, quick as it comes, it goes. Quick as it comes, it goes. It goes. Quick as it comes, it goes. Quick as it comes, it goes, it goes, it goes. Let's get you back to flying. Don't tell me that you've forgotten. Let's get you back to flying. Don't tell me that you've forgotten. Let's get you back to flying, hey. Quick as it comes, it goes.
Matthew and me live here on Pass the Hat. I am so glad the power came back on.
Me too.
I missed your appearance on Pass the Hat last year when you were here, and boy, were you playing this guitar last year? Because through these studio headphones, I'm falling in love with that guitar.
I did play it last year. I'm hoping I'm playing it better this year.
Well, that would be the goal. For the sake
of Tim
right?
Darrow, who made this thing. Tim did a fantastic job.
Guitar's a year older, too, so it's
true.
It's mellowed and warmed. Yep.
Forget who it was. One of those country music guys said it takes a tree 20 years, takes a guitar 20 years to figure out it's not a tree anymore. So that one definitely has figured out it's not a tree.
I agree.
Anymore. Matthew, how's the songwriting been treating you?
It's been good, actually. I've got a few more than I did last year, so I'm happy to be playing some new stuff for you guys.
Some people are very regimented at 5 in the morning. They get up, and other people wait for the muse to strike.
Yes.
How about you?
So I married a muse, which helps. And then I think maybe just this past year and regular life stuff, it's just I've been connecting a little bit more with whatever's up in the ether, and I've been really blessed to kind of be given some songs, so I'm just trying to make the most of them.
Good. Well, we're going to learn a lot more about your songwriting process and your musical history here in a little bit, but we do want to get as much music in as we can, so what do you have for us next?
So that first song, it's called Quick As It Comes. I actually wrote that for my wife. Her father used to use that phrase quite often, quick as it comes, it goes, and so it kind of just sent me off into that direction. Especially with everything going on now, it's good to remember that there's a lot that's temporary, obviously.
Wise man.
Yes, I believe so. And so this next one, I write a lot of songs for my family, so this next one is actually, I wrote it for my daughter originally, but then it's got some other family member, nostalgia in there as well. And this song's called Enough, and I just released it actually out on Spotify, so it is on Spotify if you happen to want to listen to it again.
Baby girl didn't talk till she was 4, but now she's 8, reaching for the door. And she's got friends to see, places to be, and life to live. It took me 20 long years to find love, but now I got more than I could ever dream of. No telling what this world has left for me. But it seems that time is all it takes. For live, let live, love and heartbreak. I'm just trying to live 10 years at a time. Living day to day won't ease my mind. My hopes and prayers for the people I love aim a little farther down the line. I wanna make the most of my life, hit stride in my prime. I'm gonna do it 10 years at a time. Gonna do it 10 years at a time. Big talk gets you a few days down the road. A promise is good till it gets too old. What you do means more to me than what you say. And if you want something you never had, you're gonna do things you've never done. So lean in and let the time pass for what it takes you. For live, let live, love and heartbreak. I'm just trying to live 10 years at a time. Living day to day won't ease my mind. My hopes and prayers for the people I love aim a little farther down the line. I wanna make the most of my life, hit stride in my prime. I'm gonna do it 10 years at a time. Gonna do it 10 years at a time. Hey, hey. 'Cause it's enough to try anything and say that you can. Enough to know if you're a woman or man. Enough to put your foot down and take a stand. It's enough
Just trying to live 10 years at a time. Living day to day won't ease my mind. My hopes and prayers for the people I love aim a little farther down the line. I wanna make the most of my life, hit stride in my prime. I'm gonna do it 10 years at a time. Gonna do it 10 years at a time.
More Matthew Ami live here on Pass the Hat.
Matthew, you'd shared with us that a number of your songs are inspired by people that you know. And when you write one of those songs, what's it like when the people that you know hear their song? Or do you not let them ever?
No, they hear them. They usually have no idea it's about them. It's
that-
kind of like
that's
the
cool.
most anti-cathartic thing. You know, I have these really intense moments and I'm thinking really hard about it, you know, and I'm trying to connect. And I go and play it and they're like, oh, great. You know, that was wonderful. But I think I like that reaction because I do try to write songs from a very personal place, but I try my best, at least, to make them as objective as possible once they finally, you know, get out. Because I'd like for as many people to relate to it as I could, you know.
But you did say, I'm sorry to interrupt, Kirk. You did say you married your muse.
I did.
So surely occasionally you write some songs that are maybe angry or painful or maybe not sunshine and rainbows.
Yeah.
Isn't that a tough thing then for your muse to hear, to think, oh, well I inspired that?
It is. And then she has to learn more about me, which makes
I guess
it
that's a
fun,
good thing.
You know? Yeah, I think it actually, I mean,
That-
you should ask,
you
should ask
know,
her, but
I've been married a long time. What you just said goes both ways. You
it
know?
does. Because then you learn more about her, too.
That's
Because
right.
interpretation is a funny thing, right?
So, Matthew, rolling back the clock, where did you grow up?
I grew up in Lafayette, Louisiana.
Yeah.
My dad's from Eunice, Louisiana. My mother's from DeRidder, Louisiana. And so I'm a Cajun, out of place. I should still be back there. But I grew up in the big city of Lafayette, Louisiana, and a lot of my family's still there. A lot of people I love are still there, and
So
I'll
there
always
was,
be a part there.
back in the home place growing up, there was music inspired by that area?
Everywhere.
Yeah.
There are certain rhythms and strumming patterns that I'll never be able to get away from because they're just like,
It's in your DNA.
it's ingrained.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
So
sure.
what brought you here?
Work, actually, first,
All right.
before anything. And then when I got up here, it was COVID and nothing was happening. The NC Songwriters Group, shout out to that group. They were holding it together with virtual meetups and songwriter
Yes.
sessions. And man, I've tried to stick with them in all the events that they do. If you don't know who they are, go check them out. They're great. Definitely a part of the community, just like WHUP. And so they saved me a lot. And yeah, I've just been trying to acclimate since then, pretty much.
Kirk Ridge, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, you're a founding member of the Songwriters Co-op, aren't you?
Not founding, but they found
early.
me
Yes.
along the way. I am a life member, though, for which
Can you
appreciate
buy that membership? Can you do that? Or
Yeah,
is that
it
just
takes $1 million.
Oh, okay.
I don't know
Only
why-
$1
I
million.
don't know why they gave it to me. I didn't. They sent me the bill, but I never paid it.
Yeah.
So ncsongwriters.org, everybody. Go out there, check it out. If you're a songwriter, if you just like listening to original music, they're your people. So got any gigs coming up?
Right now, mainly playing over at Farrington Village. They call me quite often.
Good.
I try to make it a constant over there.
That's a good gig.
It's a great gig. It's a really comfortable place. Everyone's really friendly over there.
Have you met Tokyo Rosenthal over there?
I believe we've met one time.
Yeah, he hangs out there.
Yes.
Yeah.
I also try to frequent Sonark over out kind of on the border.
Those are my neighbors.
Yeah. Great place. Super relaxed.
I try to be out there and support them as often as I can.
My only beef with them is they have the shows that I really want to go to are on Friday evenings when I'm here.
Well,
I think they have John Shane and F.J. Ventry tonight.
Well, that's a good
well,
one.
that'll be a good one.
Yeah.
Well, I could call Steven. I'll name drop. I'll call Steven for you and make sure that he starts to move things around.
Shift to Saturday, Stephen.
At least later, like later in the evening.
Oh, yeah. Start at 9 o'clock and everything's fine.
Correct.
Yeah. Well, we are here live with Matthew Ami, and we do want to get as much of his music in because it's good. And as I said before, that guitar just sounds luscious. So can you play us another song?
Absolutely. So this song, I actually had a good friend of mine, Gary Summers, who is a writer. He's living over in Pittsburgh, and he he woke up in the middle of the night and he had an idea for a poem, and he writes down this idea for a poem, and it has something to do with a convict from Angola prison down in Louisiana, and he hands me the poem, or his wife hands my manager the poem for me to check out. And so I check it out. Little does Gary know, my grandmother, Joanne Ami, grew up at Angola. Her father, my great-grandfather, wired the first electric chair.
Wow.
And was the electrician and drove the truck around.
That's a legacy.
Yes, you're welcome. And but they did that. And so my grandmother grew up on the farm, and we have a family history with it. And so Gary wrote this poem out of the ether, handed it to me, and so everything was coalescing. It seemed wonderful. And then I wrote it about a completely different topic because I misinterpreted the poem. So
good job.
Yeah, you're welcome. And so I wrote this, but kudos to Gary if you're listening out there. Great writer, good friend. And so this song is called 10 Miles Out. You can also find it on Spotify if you're wanting to listen to it again.
On an eastbound Texas highway with the sunset far behind, there's a dust cloud with his thumb out trying to hitch a ride. And he left her wearing white on Louisiana Saturday night 15 years ago. And when he's 10 miles out, he hopes she can feel it, that he lives his life with the sin of being gone. So he sings her song. Woo-hoo, 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 woo-hoo. So take coffee from my thermos, it's sugared and it's strong. There's a wall of rain up ahead, bound to slow us down some. And with the highway so straight, it's hard to explain how someone gets so lost. But when you're 10 miles out, I hope she can feel it, that you live your life with the sin of being gone. Better keep singing her song. Woo-hoo, 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 woo-hoo. Come so far to see her, mister, thank you for the ride. I don't know that I'm a man she would even recognize. Would you please just keep on driving, or cut me loose and leave me to my sins? Right now I'm 10 miles out, and I hope she can feel it, that I live my life with the sin of being gone. I'ma keep singing her song. Woo-hoo, woo-hoo, Woo-hoo. 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 Woo-hoo.
Very nice.
Thank you.
Buddy, we're enjoying our time tremendously with Matthew Ami. Can learn all about Matthew and his adventures, Matthew Ami Music, on Instagram, AMY. Matthew, 2 T's.
Matthew.ami.music.
There you go.
Yes, sir.
Matthew, you prefaced that song with the story of the guy waking up in the middle of the night and writing down a poem, and that made me think, yes, absolutely. That's the only way you're ever going to save those ideas, if you stop and write them down. If you wake up in the middle of the night and you think, oh, that's a great idea, I'm going to wait till tomorrow morning and write it down, you're going to forget it.
Yeah.
It's not going to be right. So how do you save your ideas?
Everywhere and anywhere I can. I have a notebook by the bed. I've got my phone full of stuff. I save things into my Google Drive. I write down random pieces of paper. I will sit with if I'm by my guitar, I will start playing something and record nonsense just to get something down. And I just brute force it.
So you do all of the things.
I have to. I've pulled over the car, to write things down, to sing some melody in a phone. My life is pretty hectic. I'm a working, corporate guy outside of music.
Yeah, you have a day job.
Yes, I do. And so that comes to you like the wind, right? So you got to just grab it, and if you can, and capture what you can of it. And that's what I try to do.
If you get pulled over by the state troopers for driving with your knees and trying to text to yourself these new lyrics and things, we will testify for you.
You sure?
That this is art.
Okay.
It's art. In fact, Kirk Ridge has a great song called Driving with Her Knees.
All right.
Which is not
You wanna
driving with
play
her
it?
niece. It's driving with her knees.
Somebody did come up to me and said, I love that song, Driving with your niece. I said, well, thank you. It's driving with my patella, not my niece. Matthew, we are approaching the top of the hour, but why don't we squeeze in one more before there?
Sure.
Yeah, let's make this guy work, because, it's a short show because we lost 25 minutes for the power.
It's true.
So I'll shut up. He
Let's
needs
get
to
after it.
play.
So this is a song. Right now, the title is Compass. It's one of the newer ones that I've written. May still be working out some kinks, but I was kind of excited to play it, so I'll do my best for you.
We love those songs.
And we'll start it over.
These foolish games I've been playing, I've been playing on my own. And there ain't a prayer I've been saying could change a damn thing that I've done. Been headed north for some time now. South's where I got my start. Been east, I've been west, chasing sunrise and sunsets. No direction, no compass but my heart. I wanted her the first time I saw her. Straight shooting woman with those careful eyes. My North Star in the desert sky. Well-worn mountain trail. Cool water from the deepest well. I've been heading north for some time now. South's where I got my start. I've been east, I've been west, chasing sunrise and sunset. No direction, no compass, but my heart. Counting mistakes by the numbers, still running careless in the clover, trying to catch a little honey on my tongue. And every year I'm older, it don't matter if I'm sober, you're the only thing keeping me coming home. 'Cause I've been heading north for some time now. South's where I got my start. I've been east, I've been west, chasing sunrise and sunset. No direction, no compass, but my heart. No direction, no compass, but my heart.
That was Matthew Ami live here on Pass the Hat, and you are listening to WHUP LP Hillsboro.
The show is Pass the Hat. We are here every Friday, and we've been here every Friday for 12, 13, 14, 15,
Long
a lot of
damn
years.
time.
And from 6 to 8 o'clock, from 6:30 to 7:30, we have the best in live music from locally, regionally, interstellar, even from Louisiana, of all places.
It's amazing.
And everybody, if you're listening on WHUPFM.org, which is a wonderful place not just to catch Pass the Hat, but dozens of other fabulous shows of all sorts of genre, you can also, and you can move over there right now, enjoy our video stream. Bob, tell people where to find that.
That's right. For this segment of the show between 6:30 and 7:30, our live segment of the show, we're essentially a television station, so you can find that video at your favorite live streaming services, and your favorite live streaming services are YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. Find us at WHUP Pass the Hat, at WHUP Pass the Hat. Go to YouTube. You can watch live now, and then you can flip over to the channel, and you can see all the live videos we've done over the past many, many years. So it's a massive archive of live local music. You can find similar on Twitch and Facebook, but they don't have the massive archive. They just have the current and the last 2 weeks. But still, a great place to live stream. And if you are listening to the live stream, that means you're on your phone or you're on your computer. That means you can join in the chat, and you should. Say hi.
And share that with all of your friends, because our videos are up there on demand 24/7, hundreds, 500, 600, probably pushing 700 fabulous music videos, including tonight's one with Matthew and me. Will not just be here right now, get on over there, but anytime you want.
Yeah, here tomorrow night, next week,
Matthew,
5 years.
You had shared with us where these glimmers of inspiration come from and what you do.
Hey, Kirk,
Yes, Bob.
we have a second hour sponsor we have to talk about.
we do.
I know
Heard about this.
we have
Lest we forget.
we have
Heard
a,
about
a
this.
protracted show. Protracted, is that the right word? We have a shortened show. Better words. So we may have forgotten that we do have a second hour sponsor.
Well, at least, maybe 75% of one.
Exactly.
Or whatever. That's higher math. I don't know that. Matthew, if you'd be so kind as to hold up that box with the bow. And Bob, what is that?
Well, support for this second hour of Pass the Hat is sweetly provided by Matthews Chocolates, 104 North Churton Street, Hillsborough, North Carolina, the finest in chocolate and chocolate accessories for all of your chocolate needs. And let's face it, we all have chocolate needs. Every guest on Pass the Hat gets a gift of chocolate from Matthews. We don't know what's in the box, but we know that it's delicious. And we know, and you should know, that every holiday, every occasion is a chocolate holiday, is a chocolate occasion. Get over to the Matthews. Make everybody happy.
Indeed.
Actually, it's Thank Your Manager Week in the music world.
I've heard of this too. I've heard about this.
So, Matthew, back to my wandering. So you get these ideas for songs, and you try and jot down them before they disappear. Then what happens? Walk us through a little bit your creative process.
Mostly the ideas will sit. I certainly try to form something memorable or useful. I read an article one time, and I cannot remember when, but or where it was. Excuse me. It was years ago now. About how the Beatles would write their hits, and one of the comments from one of the Beatles was, "We essentially recorded the songs we couldn't forget when we were riding around on the tour bus, and we kept playing them because they were obviously just going to be the most memorable songs anyway, because they were writing everything down." And so I try to, if I have an idea, get to a memorable moment with that idea, so that way if I do have to put it aside and come back to it, when I do finally, it's like, okay, I know where that idea was going or where it was coming from at least, and so I have a basis to kind of trampoline off with. And that's part of my process. But a lot of it's sitting around. I mean, I've definitely had the songs that just sort of happen in a day.
It's nice, isn't it?
It's wonderful. It's like just really getting something out, but then there's like the next song that I'll play, after the break. My manager had been asking me to write a song about her and the beach for like 2 years, and I couldn't.
That's tough to do, isn't it? An on-demand song?
I wanted to in the first place.
Yeah,
but
sure.
Like I couldn't articulate the ideas that I wanted to articulate, and I was kind of forcing some of them in some ways, and I eventually had to break it down and make the ideas simple, and then come back to the board and put them all together and see if the simple ones made sense together.
So it helps to step back, give it a little space and time.
I think that's extremely important, and especially once a song, I just played one I'm working on right now. I like to play them in a bunch of different settings even. So I'm very grateful to play it here because it gives you a different perspective on maybe where the song should be, right?
Well, the break is officially over, so time to hear this song, please.
All right, cool.
And Larry Ami says hi.
Oh, hi, Dad. That's my dad.
I figured.
Yeah. He knows a lot about music, too.
So it comes naturally to you.
It does.
We'll talk about that later. We need to hear music.
Perfect. Let me make sure this isn't going to be hurting anyone's ears.
Dad's listening. You got a tune.
He can't hear that well anymore, so.
Okay, so it doesn't matter.
Turn up your hearing aids, Dad.
Harsh.
I raised Cain in Louisiana, ran my mouth in Floribama. I messed around in Texas, so now I owe a debt to love and laws. But now you're the one who holds my heart in a hippie southern town where I should have started. So here we go, and yeah, I'm older, but there's so much life ahead. A lot of losing winning, learning, loving, hoping, jumping, screaming, burning enough to know that we're doing something right. So I don't know what's left to think about. Let's just get in the truck, drive around. We could be on the coast in about 3 hours, with nothing to do but scream at the wind. Let the ocean drown out the rest of it. This Carolina, Louisiana makes a good fit. When we're both in the water, I never look farther than you and me and the sunset. There be dark days, bright nights. We've had our share of both kinds, but the closer we get to the sound of the waves, the more it all seems to fade away. And now we're sitting in the sand, sipping on tea, taking pictures of all the happy memories, breathing deep, loving free. Hot damn, I'm glad we're here, 'cause we've been losing, winning, learning, loving, hoping, jumping, screaming, burning enough to know that we're doing something right. So I don't know what's left to think about. Let's just get in the truck, drive around. We could be on the coast in about 3 hours, with nothing to do but scream at the wind. Let the ocean drown out the rest of it. This Carolina, Louisiana makes a good fit. When we're both in the water, I never look farther than you and me and the sunset. So I don't know what's left to think about. Let's just get in the truck, drive around. We could be on the coast in about 3 hours, with nothing to do but scream at the wind. Let the ocean drown out the rest of it. This Carolina, Louisiana makes a good fit. When we're both in the water, I never look farther than you and me and the sunset. Hey, see.
Something happened in that song I want to ask you about.
Yes.
So it was moving along, and this hasn't happened in a lot of your other songs, and maybe I just dreamed it up. I was hallucinating. I haven't had any
here.
bourbon or anything, but
Want some?
there was something called, some people call it a bridge. Did you go to like a minor chord,
I did.
and then you threw in like a little
There be
a bridge?
dark
Yeah.
days.
Yeah.
That was cool.
Thank
and so when you're writing a song and you're moving along, you got your standard chord structure. Maybe you have a structure for your choruses,
Yes.
and then you go back to your verses. But what happens when you say, "Well, I'm going to do something different"?
Yeah. I think the simple answer is that I try to write songs with a common theme in them, so that way the song sounds cohesive all the way through. But that gets boring for me. So at some point I need to change it up for myself. And I actually try to, this might sound kind of strange, but I love hip hop music, mainly like East Coast. I kind of gravitated towards Mos Def and Talib Kweli and their collaboration with Black Star. But then there's J-Live and there's all these other more East Coaster kind of hip hop, just amazing, wonderful musicians and artists. And the one thing I learned from listening to them is, or for myself, I learned that they are great at changing a tone or an idea every 4 bars, 8 bars, 16 bars. And they do it with, and it makes me more interested in where it's going.
It draws you back in.
Correct. And so I look for moments like that in my songs. As I'm trying to put the common theme in there that people can follow, I'm still looking for that moment to be like, hey, where's it going now? You know, and why did it do that? And hip hop kind of pushed me to try to write that way.
Nice.
Well, that was good. It was really, I love that you did that, and it was
Thank you.
really refreshing. I was thinking, as you're saying about 4 bars, 8 bars, 16 bars, I think that was maybe like just a little 4-bar thing.
Yes.
But it was so great, and it sort of like lets you breathe, and you're going back in. I said, oh, that was great. I like that.
Because I ended up, and not to hang on to too much, but it's busy with the words. The song is busy with a lot of words, and so when I started noticing that, I said, okay, let me put some kind of pause in there, and that's
Also
what ended up
gets
coming
the
out.
listener's attention. I
Yes.
want,
And I think that's kind of the point is you're not just putting it in the back of your head and going off and doing whatever task you were doing. It draws you back in and keeps you focused.
Correct. And I love songs that do that. I
Yeah.
mean, and you can find that in soul music and in all kinds of different music, especially dancing music, which again, there's things, like I said, I can't get rid of.
Mm-hmm.
Cajun music is dancing music, Zydeco music is dancing music, and there are turns and hooks in there that are there to draw you back in.
Right. Doris and Uncle Phil say hey from Kingwood.
Oh, hey, Uncle Phil and Aunt Doris.
It's
Love
old
those
home
guys.
night here on Pass the Hat.
That's that's my family. Phil is my father's older brother. Doris is basically the matriarch of the Houston family. I'm sure she's laughing if she can hear me say that. But I miss them dearly. They're over there in Kingwood in Houston.
So, where was I going to go with this? I think I mentioned that I missed when you were live here on Pass the Hat about a year ago, but I went back and listened to pieces of that show, and I thought, wow, I wish I had been there.
Oh.
And then very soon thereafter, people rail against Spotify.
Yes.
Evil corporate masters not paying musicians.
Sure.
But one of the wonderful things it does for music, curates music for me. So it knows what we listen to here on Pass the Hat. It's our Pass the Hat Spotify account.
Yeah.
And it knows what we play and what we listen to. And so it feeds me music that kind of fits in. And it fed me Matthew on Me.
Oh, cool.
And it fed me the White Keys,
Yes.
which I'm working in my shop. I got a big wood shop, and I'm working, and I just stopped and I listened. I thought, did he just say what I thought he said? Is that song really that?
Mm-hmm.
And I thought that was a wonderfully kind of plaintive wail kind of a song, and it really struck me.
Thank you.
And I'm wondering how long ago you wrote that.
So that was definitely a. My cousin Mike Dubuque in Houston will also agree with you. He's the only one that's told me it's like he really likes that song. I mean, my dad has told me that too. But it was a song that happened very quickly, and then I had some bourbons and recorded it at my house.
As one does.
You know, and the thump in there is literally a weight that I'm dropping on the floor, and I tried to keep it on time, but I liked the drag that came from it.
Yes.
And but the song was about change, you know,
Right.
and about whether or not you want to, you will change. And I wanted to put kind of a creepy but sort of like interesting spin on it, you know, that I'd killed somebody.
Yeah, you can lament that person you've left behind.
You should, because
Right.
it was you.
Right. So I thought that was a wonderfully unique take on change and growth and lamentation that people don't really think of that goes along with change and growth. I just thought it was a great song.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
Everybody, this is the vocabulary word of the day. If you don't know what lamentation means, I'll go look it up.
It's a good word.
Begins with an L.
Oh.
That's a lot of syllables.
Begins with a lamb.
It's not a Y. I thought it was like it's not Yementation.
Well, it could be in some other.
Maybe in Louisiana.
Matthew, please save us.
Okay. Well, I will play. I almost played that one, and I can, but I was.
I didn't mean to block you from playing that song.
No, you haven't. But I do want to play sort of another lament. I stole an idea from my dad, and then I sat on it for years because he's got a song that's shares a similar melody and words, but not the whole thing. But I love the way that he put it together and the idea that came to him, and I for years have tried to like write my own version of it, and I finally got to a version that I think is nice. And so it's for my grandmother. Actually, Uncle Phil and my dad's mother.
I could never let you go. But it's selfish asking you to stay. I watch you sit there, talking to shadows, trying to hold on one more day. Now I gotta let you go. Even though you want me to stay. It's burned in my mind when you reached for me, and I could tell you were afraid. But you gotta sail on without me. Yeah, sail on. Sail on without me, and no, I won't be far. There's darkness in the light and light within the dark, circling round and round and inside who we are. So when you finally let go of the branch you hold and hang there in the air, think of everyone you know. Remember how it feels to love. And revel in the joy and strength it took to get you down this road. Then go and sail on without me. Yeah, sail on. Go and sail on without me, and no, I won't be far. No, and don't you forget about me. Yeah, after I've been gone. Go and sail on without me. No, I won't be far. Won't be far away from nothing. No, I won't be far. Yeah, and I know I won't be far from you. 'Cause I could never let you go. You're always in my heart. You're always in my heart. Yeah, and you're rooted in my soul. You're rooted in my soul. Go on and sail on without me. Go and sail on without me. Go and sail on without me. Yeah, and I won't be far. Yeah, I won't be far from you.
More Matthew and me live here on Pass the Hat. Matthew, we don't have a lot more time, a couple of more songs, but I wanted to give you a second because you've alluded to it a couple of times.
Yeah.
Not even alluded to it. You spoke about it a couple of times of your kind of familial musical legacy and what led you to pick up a guitar and write songs in the first place.
Yeah, so my dad and his brothers, Phil and Paul and Larry, they always played music at family functions.
Really?
Yeah, always.
Nice.
And it was mostly what I remember, cover songs in the beginning and Steely Dan and I mean, most of the stuff that they were
Steely Dan's
they were
not
trying
easy.
to pick up chicks with in college, that kind of stuff. So
Isn't that why everyone picks up music?
that's why everybody picks up music. But no, it was always amazing to me, and it was always fantastic. And I read interviews and listened to interviews from other people that have had similar experiences and then became musicians, and it's like spot on. It's just I started watching it, and I was like, oh my god, I have to do that. And then growing up in that deep music culture in Louisiana, I would go to these family reunions and watch music, and then I would walk across the street basically and be around other music. And
To a certain extent, it gives you permission.
it does, and it's one of the most permissible creative outlets, I think.
Right.
In my experience, it was one of the most permissible creative outlets in the Deep South, and I've been fortunate to live in other places now, and I appreciate what it is, but then also its limitations, and music is definitely limitless down there.
So we talk about this a lot on Pass the Hat over the 40 decades or so we've been on the air. It's been a long time. That there's this kind of mythology of the rock and roll musician just defying his parents who telling him to go to business school, and I'm going to be a musician. And the reality is, for us, at least, for the guests who come on the show, exactly the opposite.
Yeah.
It's a nurturing family environment of folks encouraging you to be a musician that really makes good musicians happen.
It does help. My dad definitely told me not to do it. So, but it's because
Good job, Larry.
no, but it was sound advice because again, musicians are everywhere. I mean, you go.
You're not going to make a living at it, of course not.
It's
but
hard to.
You're going to have fun.
But we have family, friends, and people that we know that have had major record deals or won
Okay.
Grammys or had success or commercial success in music, and so I've always known it's possible. But then at the same time, I feel really blessed to have been educated on how much it takes to
Be
watch-
realistic about it.
Yeah, and to watch these people sacrifice what they sacrifice and work as hard as they do just to express themselves. I mean, it's musicians that make it. We see them on the stages in their costumes and doing the big show, and it's easy to talk down on them, when someone's having a pop, but a lot happened for them to get up there on that stage in that
you don't
costume.
see all the work they had to do just to get there.
It's hard to see it, It's hard to see it. So, I said this at a show recently at Farrington. It's like, people get out and support your local musicians and go toss $1 in the case, man, because
$5.
yeah, if you can, because that's the way musicians make money. They don't make money any other way.
Right.
Not streaming. It's hard to sell records now. It's hard to get deals. It's hard to get known, even with so much information sharing as we have. But go out and see a live show. That's what makes a difference.
Yeah, you don't have to go to the big shows where there's 40,000 people in a stadium. That's
don't.
no fun anyway. Go to the local shows, support your local musicians.
Yes.
Throw
please.
a $5 or a $10 or whatever into the guitar case.
Please.
Take care of your local musicians.
Yes.
And you've got a couple of more songs to play, and we're just going to turn it over, the airways over to you, and
Okay.
let you take us out.
Sounds good. Thank you. Well, and thanks again for having me. I really appreciate it.
Our pleasure.
So this song is called Fade, and it was a song that took me a little while. I wrote it. One of the lyrics in the chorus is, "When you lose your shine, I fade." I typed some of the lyrics into Google, just as AI actually was coming online and kind of supplementing the chat when it first started making a pop on Google. And I typed in the lyrics because I wanted to make sure, like, okay, this song kind of sounds poppy to me. I want to make sure I'm not rewriting a song. And AI came up And instead of like, I saw other results, and thankfully I don't think anybody's written this yet. But AI told me, based on the lyrics that I typed in, that I was in a highly dependent relationship, and I needed to seek counseling.
Thank you, AI.
And so then I realized at that moment that I wasn't going to be using AI for anything. But this song's called Fate.
If I was still on my own, this would be easy. See, I'd focus on the things I know would please me. But now I can't see tomorrow without you. You wouldn't know, but I'm your fool, standing in the rain. 'Cause I'm digging while you're digging, swimming while you're swimming. When you're hurting long and steady, I know. When you lose yourself, I lose myself. When you lose your shine, I fade. Has the world you've built put you in your place? It's not like you to turn tail or hide your face. And sometimes it's the turn that makes us burn down. You need to steady your hands, go easy now. 'Cause I'm digging while you're digging, swimming while you're swimming. When you're hurting long and steady, I know. When you lose yourself, 'cause I lose myself. When you lose yourself, then I'm gone. But when we're winning, we're flying. Ain't no coming down. We're both 10 feet tall, running this town. But when you lose yourself, I lose myself. When you lose your shine, I fade. 'Cause I'm digging while you're digging, swimming while you're swimming. When you're hurting long and steady, I know, I know, I know. When you lose yourself, 'cause I lose myself. When you lose your shine, I fade.
Thank you.
Matthew and me, live here on Pass the Hat. We got time for another one if you got one you want to jump right into.
I'll break out the harmonica to send us off.
Oh, I'm sorry, show's over, folks.
So this last one I wrote and recorded with my dad and my sister. We actually recorded it at Manifold before Manifold went up for sale.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a lot of fun. And there's an engineer named Kay from Night Sound, who Chris Wimberly was nice enough to get us set up, and then send Kay over there and be the engineer for us. And it was a really good time. My dad and my sister had we've been talking about doing that for years.
Can we hear this recording anywhere?
This recording is also on Spotify.
Excellent.
Yes, sir. So I'm going to do my best without him. I apologize. That was way out of tune in the last song.
Never tell us that.
Sounded perfect.
Yep.
He
Well, thank
meant it
you.
to be that way.
Thank you. All right, here we go. This song's called Dreams.
I know truth, I know lies, and I see miles and miles of distance in your eyes. And only time can show me how I should go about my life and turn around. 'Cause I've been drinking a little too much lately, but I like it when I'm sitting on my porch till that memory creeps in and I'm on my own again, and there's nowhere left to run. So I'm leaving my dreams on the side of the road. With the others I've given my love, and all I've learned from anger and struggle since then is that I'm stronger than I know, though I'm far from home. And so I pick my head up and I carry on. You think you're down and out and your dreams are far from you, and all that can be done is trust that love will pull you through. So here I sit, tired and broken, all my pieces scattered round and still unkept. Though a part of me has been stolen, I'm stronger now that I have nothing left. So I'm leaving my dreams on the side of the road with the others that I've given my love. And all I've learned from anger and struggle since then is that I'm stronger than I know, though I'm far from home. And so I pick my head up and I carry on. And I'm leaving my dreams on the side of the road with the others that I've given my love. And all I've learned from anger and struggle since then is that I'm stronger than I know, though I'm far from home. And so I pick my head up and I carry on.
Matthew Ami live here on Pass the Hat. You have spent a little bit more than an hour listening to and watching Matthew Ami live here on Pass the Hat. It's that time of the show where we're going to turn off the live stream. We're going to shift back to just radio mode, and we're going to play songs from a playlist that Matthew brought in. Matthew brought in a playlist that is 301 songs long and 19 hours. We're not going to get to that whole thing. We got maybe 15 minutes out of that. So we're going to jump into that in just a minute, but we need to remind you folks listening to the live stream, if you want to continue listening to the show, flip on over to WHUP FM 104.7 here in Hillsboro or WHUPFM.org. But I'm grabbing my microphone so I can go over here and I can turn off the live stream. So, Matthew,
thank you so much for having me. This is awesome. Support WHUP.
Amen. Okay, they're gone. It's just us here in the studio. Do you remember